Hey everyone, how's it going? Adam Repos Vox here, and I've got a very quick fix video for you today. And it's going to be something very specific, but just an idea that I wanted to share nonetheless, and just wanted to bring another quick fix video to you here. Often, if you're in my experience, you're gonna have a lot of loose 2.5 inch or 3.5 inch hard drives or solid state drives. Here I have a Kingston SSD now, 120 gig SSD, and then here I have a laptop hard drive, which is a 2.5 inch smaller hard drive of just a WD Blue that I got out of a laptop or a PlayStation 4, I honestly don't remember, that I was using for storage. Now obviously to hook these up normally, you gotta hook them up to the SATA connection inside of your computer and use it that way. But if you're either moving it around or wanting to use it as an external drive, it's not quite that simple. Now you can buy a whole cord finagling situation and run it to wall power and have a big spaghetti monster everywhere, or you can buy a whole big external hard drive enclosure. But for 2.5 inch drives, the smaller ones that fit in laptops, you actually have a much easier option. Now, something I do want to note is hard drives, actual hard disk drives, do have an exposed PCB on the back, which is the circuit board here. And touching it, getting your fingerprints and finger oil and all over that, or even electrostatic shock can kill a hard drive. So you want to be very careful with those. So with hard drives specifically, unless you're super careful, an actual enclosure may be a better option. But if you're careful with it, you'll end up keeping the drive alive, no problem. With the solid state drive, they're completely enclosed and protected, no exposed PCB or anything like that. So you can use it just as a normal external hard drive, and since they're really hard to actually damage, you're gonna be good to go. So an easier way other than your standard enclosure or wire converter to hook up those hard drives is to actually get an external hard drive which has a detachable SATA connection. Now obviously if you don't have one of these and you want to do something right now, this doesn't entirely help you, but you can keep this in mind when looking for your next hard drive purchase or external hard drive purchase. This one is a Seagate GoFlex, and I will put a link to it in the description below. There's going to be a couple other different models of it. They're not the most common thing, but you can still find plenty of them. But literally the in that the USB plugs into is literally just a detachable header with the SATA data and SATA power connection, and that plugs into the hard drive. I don't honestly know why they made that removable other than for something like this, or to plug, you could actually, if you could fit the cables in there, you could actually just go and plug this into the inside of your computer. And then on the other end, you have USB 3.0. So then you literally can take your 2.5 inch drive, slide this header attachment on there, and it now works as an external hard drive, and it will recognize the same in Windows, and it will work. And since it's USB 3.0 these days, you have really fast transfer speeds to make sure you're not slowing anything down transferring over USB 2.0. As that's been the main disadvantage of hard drive enclosures in the past, is that USB 2.0 is super slow to transfer big files off a hard drive if that's why you're doing it. With this, you got 3.0, you got SATA 3.0 connection as well, and you can use an SSD as an external hard drive. It's really just that simple. Now again, you will obviously need a specific external hard drive, though in theory you can actually dismantle the enclosures of other external hard drives if you wanted to replace the hard drive inside of it. They tend to be pretty finicky, and sometimes the actual SATA connection is completely hardwired into the hard drive, so I'm not going to recommend that, nor am I going to show you how to do it. But if you get one with the detachable end here, and again, link will be in the description below for an Amazon affiliate link, you can just plug it into any drive and it works the same. Now this does not work with big 3.5 inch desktop hard drives. Those are the big ones that you mainly go on your desktop. Those require a lot more power, and so they can't actually be powered by this device. It may connect, and it may even say in Windows like device has malfunctioned, but it won't provide enough power to power up the hard drive and actually let you transfer data off of it. The 2.5 inch hard drives require a lot less power, and thus they can be powered by USB 2.0 no problem, because that's what's in your standard external hard drive. And that's actually the big difference between the external hard drives that require power and the ones that are just powered by USB power. The ones that just require a USB cable are 2.5 inch drives, or single 2.5 inch drives, whereas the ones that require a wall power brick are 3.5 inch big desktop drives, or multiple 2.5 inch drives. Extra little educational tip for you. But that's all you need. Just an external hard drive that has one of these connections. Then you can obviously use it as your standard external hard drive, but then when you need to hook up another hard drive or solid state drive with it, you can just pull it off, hook it up, and no problem. I hope this tip's been helpful for you. If it was, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more awesome videos, check out the links in the description below to our Patreon campaign where you can get early access to all of our videos. Our social media pages, come follow me on Twitter, Instagram, like me on Facebook, all that jazz. Check out our other channels. I do a vlogging channel. I've just moved into an apartment. I've been doing moving vlogs. I've got a gaming channel I've been working on again, etc. And I'll see you in the next one.